that afterwards I was like, well, wait a minute. Why didn't I mention what about the renovation plans that I've seen personally? You know, and then I later hear that Wilsonville's a possibility. And
maybe you prefer audio than video for this? It's
Yeah.
a smaller file, easier to.
Could I go through a series of events that have kind of happened and tell you what I'm dealing with?
Yeah.
This is kind of what I have to focus on. First of all you students showed up, which is wonderful. Oh, I'm Dick Swanson. I'm kind of the facilities guy around here. And Lita?
And I'm Lita. A lot of you know
Hello
me
again.
too. I'm the
Vice President for?
Vice President here for Strategic Partnership.
Yeah.
That's right. So go ahead, Dick.
Well, anyway, all you students showed up, which was really a favorable situation. We really enjoyed that. However, you caught us a bit flat-footed in our building that really we didn't anticipate what it was going to require to accommodate this program. It has expanded and it took more. Look at your workspace.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
This is not a normal lab space, and we obviously don't have normal lab space. So our first thrust is getting that lab space. So what we were charged with was looking at how we could do that, but at the same time accommodate the rest of the campus and other programs that are growing as well. As some history, we own this building. We've owned it since 1992. The 6 acres, we sold off the 2 acres that Clackamas Community College built their new building on over here. So we own this building and about 2.2 acres that kind of meanders around through this parking lot. So they aren't making any more land, so owning some is a real asset. I think your position should be right here. Uh-oh, why not? And why not?
Solely for the fact that we can write this down later, like
Okay.
get our ideas.
You're
Take one.
on candid camera.
Take one.
Nobody's actually taking notes, so it's like our video notes.
It's cool. I mean, basically, we're here because we want to provide information.
Yeah.
I mean, what's happening right now is kind of a rumor mill, and it just seemed like it would be better if you guys want to get involved and have your opinions heard, to have more information rather than innuendo, and then that way you can provide input on what's real versus what's not real. Because I mean, we're hearing rumors far beyond what we've even heard from you guys.
Yeah,
I mean, I got a call from another staff member today talking to me about we're moving downtown. I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
So we just want to provide information.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you what I know and what I'm doing with it, because today 2 other new stories came up that I thought, well, that's pretty humorous.
It's getting creative.
It's good, yeah, they're getting pretty creative. Okay, so we own this property. We're limited on what we can do here because the building was originally built in 1952, that side 1954, 55, and 56 back here. So it's kind of like that Johnny Cash car. And we do not comply with all current fire and safety regulations. But since we're here, we're grandfathered, we're an educational institution, and we attend to their recommendations when they make them, when the fire department comes through, we get by. We are safe, we just don't meet new codes.
Yeah.
Feel free to be safe here.
We like being grandfathers, though.
Yeah, good. We're getting a lot of people. Maybe this will slow down some of this.
Yeah, well, especially I think we're really trying to get a good line of communication built between the student body and the administration, and with the recognition of the student growth. We want to be a part of it. We want our opinions heard. And this is just me, from what I'm hearing from everybody else. I think I'm kind of the person who's starting to communicate that, and I don't know, I myself am trying to move that forward.
Well, and actually, after we talk about what the information is, more specific to facilities, I think it would be good to talk about a process, because certainly for us, I mean, we weren't even told about this meeting today by you guys, so we're just trying to be here so we can answer questions or whatever, but it certainly would be helpful to have a more direct line, so it's not coming through the back door, but you guys are being able, I mean, our doors are open, and we want to hear from students, so if we have that better, if we can get to that understanding after we talk about the other stuff, that would be great. And we have been communicating a little bit with Mike, and we obviously had communicated quite a bit with April, and have been utilizing your representatives, but I don't know that they've been empowered by you either to come to us with this issue. So it would be.
I've
good-
been talking with Mike a
Yeah,
little bit about
he's
this,
been
and he
involved.
wants to know what happens today.
Yeah, yeah, and he sent an email over the weekend.
Yeah.
So we were communicating over the weekend, but I guess, I'm just saying, let's put that on the agenda to talk about the process, because it would be helpful for us to feel like there was an open door there too.
Anyway, regardless, okay, what we've been doing is looking at the contrast comparisons, assessments of what can we do here? Will the space that we have here, will the parking spaces that are allowed for this space, let us build? If we get much more occupancy, we're gonna have to build a parking structure. That's the zoning requirements. So we have some people at the state level who are looking at this property to see what we can do. We have some people looking at it from the county perspective to see, can we build this? How much can we build on and remodel, staying within current code and zoning, and not impact transportation or parking?
Right, because we
We're
have,
looking-
there's the road, we
Yeah,
have road
there's-
issues,
There's,
parking
yeah, there's a
issues,
lot
and
going
building
on in
issues.
this area that's gonna impact what we can do. Plus, if we do something, we're gonna impact that. So we've gotta work with those folks.
It seems
So
like the classrooms are really lightly loaded. I mean, you can walk through this building any time of the day, and even evening, and the classes are rarely over half occupied.
Half full.
So, I mean, it doesn't seem like, certainly lab space
It's
is a big
this-
issue,
it's
right?
this type of space.
Yeah, the lab spaces are critical
So
issues.
Bob's been talking for a long time about taking over the gymnasium.
Yes.
For lab
Well,
space.
so we're
Good.
into that.
That's where I'm gonna try to get it.
So,
Good point.
To me, I think.
Nice lead in.
Yeah, fixing the building problem is not the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem is equipment and teachers and the quality of education. I look around, it's not classroom space that appears to be the problem.
Well, in order to look at accreditation, we're supposed to provide so much space. Now, you guys require a little more because you've got some massive projects. We aren't using little electronic models anymore. You guys are building stuff. That's great, and we want to accommodate that. So here's where we are. We're on the gymnasium. So no matter, okay, let me step back. We're assessing this property to see how much we can build out and stay within our impact zone, so we don't have to
And
conflict
those
with the county.
decisions on this property have to be made jointly with several other partners. So
Mhm.
it's not just about OIC, it's also the county, the Parks and Rec, and the college.
And the business community.
We're in a master plan
Yeah.
kind of
Very
situation.
Ideally, if you want my personal opinion, I'd really like to see this place grow up, literally and figuratively. But everybody's looking at the money. Money is tight. That's the first issue. So what does it take to build? Well, to build something is going to run us about $200, $250 a square foot. Is there a building around? These questions came up to me. Is there a building around we could buy that would accommodate all this? Oh, that would be neat. That's one extreme. Can we just sell this, buy that? That's what we had to look at. In the meantime, what do we do with not only you, but the students who are coming next year, next term, next fall, because we can't accommodate them? So what do we have close by that we can get into to provide those spaces so we can meet not only just lab demands, but accreditation requirements? So we've looked at property that's pretty close around here, some over by Costco, some down here by the Red Barn. Are those familiar landmarks to you?
Yeah.
Joe's Tavern's down there too. How many of you found that? Joe's
Red
Tavern
Barn
has
is frequented at lunch, I know.
yeah, that's a $5.25 lunch, you know.
Yeah.
That's burger soup and an iced tea or a Coke. Yeah, okay. I wanted to add that in there.
Could I interject real quick?
Certainly.
I just wanted to ask if there are any locations a little closer to town that have been looked into?
Town, you mean?
Yeah.
Downtown?
Yeah, I'm specifically, I'm thinking of the southeast industrial, close in the
Omni?
industrial area.
Oh, like the
Yeah, there's a
inner
lot of-
southeast.
Inner
Yeah.
southeast by the
Mhm.
water, by,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Well,
it would be a
that's-
high visibility area, and it seems
Mhm.
like relatively depressed at the moment, or in transition now.
Everything's
Well,
Yeah.
it's called the Central East Side, that's.
It has
the-
a, it has a development zone through the
Yep.
city.
Yeah, the urban
There-
renewal.
There may be actually, there's I wonder if there's any incentive. I've also,
Maybe.
if
He's
you
not the
look at
first
it.
one who's discussed it, who asked it.
Yeah, and all the visibility of the other universities, you know, with U of O downtown, the White Stag building, and
And
TSU.
that other
would
O
be
that's down there.
Really kind of well suited to our program to be in that industrial east side, and I think there's a lot of.
Not an argument.
That's just
There's a lot of
part
other,
it, though. We gotta think the whole
things that-
school at the same time, you know. And that's, and I think with the
Yeah.
discussions that we saw online, this